Hey, it's Michaela with More Prana Gardens. I'm in North Texas in Zone 8A. It's October 17th-ish. Whichever Sunday in October of 2021 is close to the 17th, that's what it is. So this is going to be our last check-in on the soil blocks that we started together 3 weeks ago. Last week we checked in on them and learned about hardening them off. And now they've been to sleepover camp. They've done their hour in the shade back inside, 2 hours back inside, stepped it up, added sun, and then went to sleepover camp. So let me show you first. These are the peas that we started together when we did starting seeds in large groups. And remember we put some nasturtiums on the side and I said they were going to come up slower? They're doing that. Also, I had fed holy basil to my worms before I did my worm bin, so I've got some of that coming up too. I might put these around the base of the tree today. We'll see how that goes. I'm going to set those back there in case we decide to do that. These were the nasturtiums that were the example for starting them in the large groups. I'd already had these done. And they were teeny tiny when we did that, so you can see how quick those can grow in a couple of weeks. And then I'll show you the ones that we didn't start together, and then we'll come back. So this is one that I had started the week before we started together, or sorry, the day before we started seeds together. These are daisies, calendulas. I think this is holy basil. Yeah. There's some thyme down here. Some chamomile. Lost the word. And then this one is mostly beets and brassicas. So I put beets on the sides. And then we have purple cauliflower, and there's some broccoli, there's some Romanesco broccoli, and I think this is sweet alyssum. They're brassica flowers down the middle. And then here comes the one we started together. Okay, this is the tray we started together. So the daisies didn't come up, and I shouldn't have just hopped that tray in my hands. The daisies didn't, or the pansies didn't come up. I started seeds from the same packet last year and they didn't either. Calendulas come up. This is parsley and celery. 3 different kinds of salvia. And then we have, this is Caribe, C-A-R-I-B-E, cilantro. I forgot to start cilantro this summer, but last summer I started this kind in July. So it went through 100-degree heat and then it survived the like mega freeze that we had. And then we have more calendula and some dill. So today I want to plan out a lot of these calendulas right over here. Get that out of my way. And I forgot my hori-hori, so I'm going to dig with my hands. I have a bag of gardening soil right here. It's not the best. It's what the store had. That, I'm not going to totally call them out. You can probably see the label. That brand used to be really, really good. And in the last year and a half, it's kind of declined. I have not been one of the unfortunate people that has found like flip-flops or parts of cans in their soil bags, but I've heard about that, so that's why we build soil. I'm hoping that this soil is doing well under here, so I don't have to rely too much on that, but we'll get in here and see what we have. It doesn't smell spoiled, but it's just, I don't know. It's got big chunks in it. We won't use as much, or we won't use too much of it if we don't have to. So we're planting into wood chip, and we talked about this on the Golden Delicious Guild tour. So what we want to do when we plant into wood chip is we want to dig down to the ground. My cardboard is still showing here, so I'm going to pop a hole in my cardboard. Ooh, and I am on clay. All right, I am going to grab my hori. I'm going to go fast. Watch me go fast. Hi, was I fast enough? Okay. The ground is really hard. All right, so I'm going to make a hole in the... It's clay, y'all. Make a hole in the clay. I'm going to take some of my garden soil and throw it in there. And I'm going to mix that with the clay, with the native soil, which in this case is clay. Get that wood out of there. All right. Now, I didn't label my seeds here. I didn't memorize them either. I have the seed packets right there, and I cheated before I turned on the video. Don't think I knew what everything was. All right. So I don't know which calendula I'm grabbing, but I am going to start from this side, because this row is the wasted soil where the pansies didn't come out. So I don't mind disturbing that. Okay, so when you use a soil block, they just pick up like that. And then I have this little bowl of water with mycorrhizal fungi in it. I buy my mycorrhizal fungi powdered, and make sure y'all are in focus over there. I buy mine powdered, and it got wet, so it clumped up. So I just dissolved some in the water, and I'm just going to dip the roots in that a little bit. I'm going to put my calendula down into the hole, press down, and I'm going to bring more soil around it. Okay. Now, you can see he's kind of leaning over. That's just because of how he was in the tray. He's going to perk up. He's going to reach for the sun. Tomorrow morning, the sun will start over there. And I bet you by midday, he's standing straight up. All right, so I'm going to take some of this back in here. And they'll get 1.5 to 2 feet wide. So I'm going to come right here to put another one. I just want this whole side of this tree to be covered in calendula. They're beautiful for one thing, but we use them for medicine. It's really good for skin, and I go through a lot of it. So dig, soil, mix, pluck, whoops, and whoops. 2 whoopses in a row. Mycorrhizal fungi, and in the hole. More soil. Press down. Wood chips in to protect. I have some cardboard here that's not all the way broken down. It's good. It won't hurt anything. I have a little calendula right here. This is still here from winter last year. I don't know if it's going to do much, but I'm going to give it the chance. We also have some little like habitat for small things. That's why there's like random stuff in these. I'm going to go right here for the next one. Maybe if I put one here, it'll encourage some things to try to hide once it fills in. So aside from being good medicinal plants, the calendulas are going to get like low and bushy, so they'll provide shelter too. I ran away, do you miss me? Hi, I'm back. I just went to get some from the other trays so that I would mix up the varieties over here. Alright, and then let's get this one last one in. Go over there, guys. This is a pea plant from the cover crop that we're putting in here. That's going to help just fill in all the gaps that are left by the winter die-offs, and it'll spread that way. And when these start to come out, I'll plant more winter-worthy stuff. This one didn't come out of the thing very well. Focus for me, camera. There we go. But it still has roots, so we're gonna go with it. And I'm just gonna plant it a little bit up the stem. Get out of there, wood. Okay. Alright, that's how easy it is to plant these. They just pop right in. You don't have to do anything special. I am going to come back and water them in. I didn't water any of this before I started. These tend to get crumbly when you water them first. Anything that you're pulling out of loose soil like that, or group soil. So I think that's going to do it. I think we're going to keep this one short and sweet. So check out to see if there's any new videos up here. I'll put, let's do this. I will put the other soil block videos up here for you, okay? And y'all can catch those. If you would, please do the YouTube button dance. Like, subscribe, ring the little bell, comment, share with friends, talk to strangers on the street. I don't know. Do some stuff like that. Later, y'all.